Harris. His team fell in their season opener a week ago, now hitting the road, looking for their first win. On the other sideline, it is the Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. His guys, on the other hand, were winners in their opener a week ago, so they'll try to make it 2-0 to start the season.
You ain't rap long enough. You ain't strong enough. So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. The mic, that's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girls are whole. You broke, kid ain't yours, and everybody know your own man say you stupid. You be like.
The kicker, Will Reichert, has the ball on the tee. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons come out there led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make...
Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game. Blake Cashman, he gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season.
If you're gonna take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he nearly got free, but as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
A gain of 6 yards, and it's third down.
Pitts is the man in motion. Now Penix on third and long. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. The Falcons getting their punter out there. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Automatic first down.
So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. Here's Robinson. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
They bring a tight end in motion left. On first down, it's Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Teams around the league dealing with some early season injuries. No different here as we check out the key inactives for this one. Second and 10. To throw is Penix. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And they'll take this down inside the 45. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's good for a Falcon first down. Here's Bijan, and he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Now Penix to throw on second down. That's to Mooney, complete right side. Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. Incomplete. Humphrey now standing there, able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
Young Bay 2 for the Falcons field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Whose kick is good. And the Falcons will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Chandler now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception he'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that, try to improve in this one today.
On second down, here's McCarthy. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Flush to his right, taking off. He'll try to get there. He can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
16 yards. That's good for a Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4 brings up second down.
On the ground now with Jones. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. 39 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
A run on first and goal. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. The rookie from Georgia, Jalen Walker, working his way in to record the very first sack of his NFL career.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult. They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on third down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
On fourth down, it's Will Reichard time for this Viking field goal. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings
to finish finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Falcons offense ready now for their second drive. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. You play a tight game and lose. It kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, man, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
On third down, Penix taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons take a 10-3 lead. The kickoff team is out in the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Chandler now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. So, Greg, the home opener after winning on the road, I know you've said it a bunch, there's a different satisfaction for a team to go on the road and get a win. So it's got to feel good to start your home season at 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves to play week 1 at home. Your fans are into it. The hope and the optimism of the season is at an all-time high, but it doesn't always go that way. So they go on the road and they get a win. So now expectations coming back to your home field, your home crowd. Now everyone's really juiced up. So this is going to be a great environment, a great week 2 opportunity for them to not only start 2-0, but to get to 1-0 at home.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Play action now. It's McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A give now. It's Jones on the zone read. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
McCarthy from the gun here on third down. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. Whoa! And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 33 yards on the play.
On first and 10, it's Penix. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. A gift, and here comes Robinson. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
Gain of 17 yards. First down, Falcons.
Now off the bootleg. No chance at all. He'll go down. Andrew Van Ginkel in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Oh, they're running in a flash, and he lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Recovered by the offense.
Third, they need 8. Pitts is the man in motion. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 10-3 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. As we are ready to get back underway. Forced out to his right. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Michael Penix. Touchdown Falcons. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Price now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. Greg, the NFC North has become such a fun division over the last few years. Think of the geography and the legacy. It's always been, because of the proximity, a fun division with great rivalries. But with almost all the teams playing well, save the Bears over the last few years, it's almost heightened the awareness of how good the NFC North can be.
I think going into the season, I'd make the argument it's the best division in football. And I think when the worst team, I know they were 5-12 with the Chicago Bears, but to me, there's a lot of wins built in there. Now they bring in Ben Johnson. They continue to build around Caleb Williams. That feels like there's a lot more wins built into that 5-12 record if they just get themselves organized and get some pieces around Caleb Williams, and that's what they've done. So, yes, Detroit and Minnesota, Green Bay, they've clearly been the top 3 for the last couple of years, but if Chicago and that roster, if that's your 4th best team in your division, man, I'll tell you what, those are going to be some really competitive division games this year.
And I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it's the length of the franchises. But when these divisions go head-to-head, there always is a legacy feel that just is additive to the anticipation of those matchups.
Yeah, I mean, every one of these franchises has significant history for a lot of different reasons. They have Hall of Fame players, Hall of Fame coaches. Some of the most iconic individuals in the history of the league have played for these four organizations over the last 50-plus years. So there's so much into it, more than just the matchup on the field in that moment. And you can feel it with how much the fan bases rally behind their team.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Pick up there of 19 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
In trouble, and down he goes.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
On third and long, here's McCarthy. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is punch. What a throw. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. It's his second touchdown of the year.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But like the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Those deep routes, this play is going to be
as he kicks this one away. Agnew on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Falcons offense make their way out to take over once more. So, Greg, let's pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second, a division that you know so well. We've got teams that have been to the Super Bowl in the last 15 or so years out of this division, yet people overlook it at times, and maybe they've overlooked how good Tampa's been the last 4 years, too.
Well, it's funny, Mike, you think it wasn't very long ago that the NFC South was the toughest division in football. I mean, you mentioned Super Bowl teams. Tampa Bay went 1-1 recently with Brady. And then Atlanta, they make a Super Bowl with Matt Ryan. And New Orleans, and obviously the success they had with Drew Brees. And Carolina, we played in the Super Bowl. I mean, this is a division you didn't want to play. Now, they've all fallen on their resets, new coaches, new quarterbacks. Tampa Bay has done the best job weathering and taking advantage of their rebuild and their next era in the midst of a down division. So, big reason they've won 4 in a row. Can Atlanta, can Carolina, New Orleans, can they catch up? Because right now, like you said, Tampa Bay has been the dominant team in this division.
Greg, you lived it, you know it. While these may not be the biggest markets in the league, the rivalries amongst these teams really elevates what you see when you watch the NFC South go head-to-head, too.
Yeah, and over the years, there's been some major games played between Hall of Fame quarterbacks in uniform for all these teams. So it has a lot more history and a lot more, kind of relevance than maybe it feels as of late. The markets are a little smaller. The teams have been down. They might not have the premier star players that they had in past generations. So they've got to continue to rebuild these rosters, continue to have these new coaches find their footing. And, we might be a year or two away from the NFC South getting back to what it used to be.
On first down, it's Penix. The ball's out. It appeared like the Falcons were able to get back on that one. Ball stays with Atlanta.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
They'll run with Robinson, and he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. third down.
With a 19-yard ball. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
From the gun, it's Penix. That one, taken in. Ray McCloud. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the first down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
The kick is good. Makes the score Falcons 24, Vikings 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Price now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchdown. With the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. It wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at 35? Or even if I bail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team gets a pass rush, gets home, and he goes down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's fielded at about the 18. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release. The draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind, interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
Yeah, you know, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. And Cam Ward goes number 1, and then obviously Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, I think you look at Ashton Jenkins. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back, under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Genty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their first round pick.
Hey, let me ask you about Travis Hunter. Of course, the Heisman winner, Colorado, great play, both sides of the ball as a receiver and a corner. You know, Greg, it's hard to come in this league and play well on one side of the ball. Is it realistic to think you may see him on both offense and defense?
That's the million-dollar question, and I think to start, you have to say, okay, let's hang our hat on something. I think when you look at the league, where is it harder to find impactful players? I believe it's harder to find impactful defensive backs. I think it's a harder position. I think the league favors the offense with the rules and the play style, so If I'm Jacksonville, I'm making Travis Hunter a defensive back on day one, and then I'm going to package my offensive plays around his skill set to take advantage of him as a wide receiver. And then as time goes on, it will eventually unfold where he'll be able to have a role on both sides of the ball more consistently. But if I was in Jacksonville, that's what I would do. But I think it's going to be very interesting to see how fast and how big of a role on both sides they give Hunter early in his rookie. Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Minneapolis. After this, the backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. He's got it at about the 8, and they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
That's good.
That is a gain of 20, and what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. He's got his big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, that offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand and make a good decision. In this case, it results in a touchdown.
As he kicks this one away. McLeod now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Falcons offense ready to take over once again. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7-0 outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets. Rams and Jags will also play in London week 6 and 7. Falcons and the Colts are going to be in Germany in week 10. And then the Commanders and Dolphins round up the international slate. That's in Madrid week 11. Greg, this has been such an additive part to the NFL season, all of these international games.
Yeah, I can tell you, Mike, having played one of the international games towards the end of my career in London, when I played for Carolina, it's a great experience. It's fun for the players, it's fun for the coaches, it's fun for the fans and the families. So I expect this slate to continue to expand. There's so many fun international cities around the world that love NFL football.
And from what you hear, there's more to come. We could be at the point someday, very soon, where every team plays one game outside of the U.S. in each regular season. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Penix gonna throw again. He's gonna tuck it and go. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. left side. He's got McLeod. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Out of bounds at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
From the gun, here is Pentis. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And no return here. This is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now McCarthy. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. It's our 2nd week in studio, 2nd week of the NFL season. Lots to get to, so let's get after it. Our journey through the NFL starts now, and it begins at Arrowhead. The Chiefs at home to take on the defending champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is Devontae Smith. He's going to run a deep route, look it in, and he's gone. The Eagles get a 2nd straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts as they host the Denver Broncos. And you know this guy can do this. It's Anthony Richardson. He's looking to throw, then makes a beeline for the end zone. 12 yards on the scramble for the score. The Colts are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals taking on the Carolina Panthers. And this is Kyler Murray. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Cardinals get win number 2 as they take care of business in this one. With that, we give you a look at the rest of the early games and games still in progress here in Week 2 of the NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Vikings offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive.
Still first down.
Timeout whistles. Play clock at 0, and
Delay
that'll
of
cost
game,
them
offense.
5.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a
Delay of
delay.
game, offense.
Get your eyes checked. Get off the field.
Still first down.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long, but in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
McCarthy to the air on second down. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend that lead. They'll take over.
You know, Mike, anytime you decide you're going to air it out back up on your own goal line, you're taking a big risk, right? It's got to be out of your hand fast. Give the quarterback somewhere to go quick. But the defense knows that. They're attacking. They're taking some chances to jump some passes. We saw it there, and they're lucky that was just a turnover instead of a pick six.
Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. We'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. We'll try the right side with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Teams around the league dealing with some early season injuries. No different here as we check out the key inactives for this one. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one incomplete. Hubbard outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And he overhit that just a bit. That's beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback. The Vikings offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. It's to the right side and corralled by Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
And the Vikings first down.
Now a handoff. Jones. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line.
A loss of
No
a
gain.
yard. brings up
They'll
second
try
down
again here.
at
Second
the
and 10.
38-yard line.
That's quickly out wide to Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. And let's see what caused it. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far.
Still second down.
And it draws the flag. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third
Brings
down.
up third down and 15.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That's caught. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
46 yards.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. Pick up of 46
First and 10
yards.
at the 21-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the handoff, Jones. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
The 11-yard line. A 9-yard pickup. It's second and inches.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That's another Vikings first down. First down and goal to go.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Riker now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. For the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. Jalen Redmond getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Tries to get that one down the
shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
He cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A little play action here with McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Mooney in motion. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Falcons.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, Atlanta. Another run here for Robinson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Penix. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. Jonathan Allen. He's in there to drop him, and it leads to 4th down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. A short one taken by Hawkinson. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A gain of 7 brings up second down.
A run. It's Jones. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They run it once more with Jones. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Caden Ellis in on that stop.
Brings up second down.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up third down.
They'll run the sneak. He's going to have a Vikings first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on third and inches.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the give, it's Jones. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Forced out left.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs. Sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking them down and took them down for a loss.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
For the Vikings.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Josh Metellus there on the tackle. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 6. Now Penix. To the right. That's Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Atlanta.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Falcons first down.
First down, Falcons.
On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. Brings up second down.
They'll go again with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Metellus on the tackle. A loss of a yard on the play.
On third down.
Third down.
He's got it about the 8. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On second down, here's McCarthy. Throw across his body is complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. And that is incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll give himself up after picking up the 1st down. Give him 19 yards as they get the 4th down conversion.
That's good for a Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
It's just a big-time play by this quarterback on 4th down. You can see he starts first look covered. Then he goes through his progression. There's nowhere to go with the ball. He can't throw it away, can't take a sack. He quickly decides to turn into a runner, uses his legs to pick up the 1st down, and they're still alive.
And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
Like, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
And they're going to get him the 2nd time. He goes down again. Leonard Floyd getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
Mike, just think back here in this game alone. How many drives have been undone as the result of their inability to protect the passer? They just can't keep a clean pocket, and they just keep going backwards.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. The ball comes out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
After the these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up fourth down. These are drive killers.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on fourth down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. And they have definitely righted some wrongs after the loss in the opener. They have the lead here, and they start this possession 1st and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
On the ground, it's Robinson. Robinson hit. He's lost the ball. And the Vikings have the takeaway.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Get this complete, it's feeling over the middle. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
17 yards.
A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
1st and 10 at the 46-yard
They'll come up
line.
here, 1st and 10. On play action, here's McCarthy. That one's down the field, but it is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A give to Jones, heading right. And he is not going to get it away. Might have gotten the yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's caught left side. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That pass play good for 22. 1st down, Minnesota.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
He pulls it in around the 5. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
1st down.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Agnew on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, here is Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Scrambling to his left. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
Just shy of midfield. A gain of 19 yards. And a Falcon 1st down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout.
It's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Penix. Right side catch made by McLeod. Now inside the 25. And he will go all the way. Ray McLeod. Touchdown Atlanta. That is 2nd touchdown tonight.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
On is Coop for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Vikings 31.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Chandler on the return.
Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more.
At their own 26-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
To throw is McCarthy. He'll take off again. That's a 2nd charge timeout for Minnesota. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Forced to his right.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Here's 1st down
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Vikings.
And he'll spike it here and stop it with 45 seconds to go. McCarthy to the air on second down. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
T.J. Hawkinson. That's a gain of 5.
He'll try and throw it with McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Vikings, first down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Vikings first down.
The spike comes as we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Taking off, and he'll avoid the contact. Sliding down, pick up a 6, and it'll be third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Minneapolis. So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late fourth as the kickoff comes. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota.
That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Price now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense ready for this next possession. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And, they smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now a first throw here in overtime. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. Well, another catch for his favorite target.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. The Falcons offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Algier. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Penix. Left side in the hands of London. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a 1st down.
A gain of 5.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4. Throwing is Penix. To the outside. Catch made by London. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds on the 1st down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll run on 1st down with Algier. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Looking to throw. It's Penix. That's complete to McLeod. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Atlanta.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up manageable second down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Plant. It's Penix. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Ray McLeod is the one he was looking for there. And 3rd down coming up.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
The Falcons send their punting unit out, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Vikings offense getting their final instruction. We're heading back onto the field. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
This is Jones. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. In motion, it's Jefferson. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he will pick it up. Let's give him a first down up to the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
That's caught downfield by Jefferson. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, Minnesota.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
In motion, Naylor. Here's Jones. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Modest game. Maybe 2 yards. And second down.
Brings up second down.
They run it once more with Jones. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Jordan Mason was all there. He was brought down at the 26. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout.
For the Vikings field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is with the victory.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So a win here for the Vikings. They knew a field goal would do it, and a pressure kick from distance was right on the money. They come away with the victory here in overtime. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.